In the small village of Akwatu, nestled in the rolling hills of rural Ghana, lived a young man named Kofi Usu. Kofi's mother had passed away during childbirth, and his father, unable to take care of him, had left him in the care of his grandmother, Ekwia Mensah. Nana Ekwia, a wise and kind woman in her early 60s, had dedicated her life to raising Kofi Owusu. She had nurtured him, taught him traditional values, and instilled in him a strong sense of identity. As Kofi grew, Ekwia became more than just a grandmother. She was his guardian, mentor, and closest friend. As Kofi entered adolescence, he began to notice the changes within himself. He became increasingly withdrawn, preferring the company of his grandmother to that of his peers. Ekwia, sensing his vulnerability, tightened her grip on Kofi's life. She discouraged him from forming relationships with girls his age, warning him of the dangers of premature love and the importance of focusing on his education. Kofi, obedient and devoted to Ekwia, heeded her advice. He immersed himself in his studies, excelling in school and earning the respect of his community. However, as he entered manhood, Kofi's isolation deepened. He began to push away potential suitors, fearing that any woman who entered his life would disrupt the bond he shared with Nana Ekwia. Ekwia, aware of Kofi's reluctance to engage with women, saw an opportunity to solidify her hold on him. She started to lavish him with attention, showering him with affection and intimacy. Kofi, starved of human connection, found himself drawn to Ekwia's warmth. The lines between grandmother and grandson began to blur. Ekwia would bathe Kofi, dress him, and share his bed. Under the guise of comforting him, Kofi, confused and vulnerable, succumbed to Ekwia's advances. The affair began subtly, with stolen glances and innocent touches, but soon the boundaries between them dissolved and they surrendered to their desires. As the sun set over Akwatu, casting a golden glow over the village, Kofi and Ekwia would sit together on the porch, their hands intertwined. The villagers, oblivious to the unfolding tragedy, would greet them with warm smiles, respecting the bond between grandmother and grandson. But whispers began to circulate. Neighbors noticed Kofi's increasing reclusiveness and Ekwia's possessiveness. Rumors of an unnatural relationship simmered, waiting to erupt. As Kofi and Ekwia's affair intensified, they became increasingly reclusive. They stopped attending community gatherings and church services, fearing discovery. The villagers, once welcoming and inclusive, began to view them with suspicion. Nana Ekwia's grip on Kofi tightened. She controlled every aspect of his life, dictating his relationships, education, and career choices. Kofi, trapped in a web of guilt and loyalty, couldn't resist Ekwia's demands. One fateful evening, as they sat together on the porch, Nana Ekwia revealed a shocking truth. "Kofi, I am pregnant," she whispered, her eyes locked on his. Kofi's world crumbled. How? How is this possible?" he stammered. Ekwia's smile was both tender and triumphant. "We have been blessed, Kofi. This child will cement our bond forever." Kofi's mind reeled. A child with his grandmother? The thought was both terrifying and strange. As Ekwia's belly grew, they redoubled their efforts to conceal the truth. They fabricated stories, avoided visitors, and confined themselves to the cottage. But secrets have a way of unraveling. Akwatu's village elder, Nanaya, sensed something amiss. She visited Enkay, concern etched on her face. Enkay, what is troubling you? You have withdrawn from us, and Kofi's become a stranger. And Enkay's mask slipped, revealing a glimpse of desperation. Nanaya, please understand. We are protecting Kofi from the world. Nanaya's eyes narrowed. Protecting him from what? Or whom? Enkay's composure cracked. From women. Nanaya, they will corrupt him and ruin our family. Nanaya's expression turned stern. Enkay, you are confusing protection with possession. Kofi needs a life beyond you. Enkay's face hardened. You don't understand, Nanaya. Kofi is mine. As Nanaya departed, Enkay's grip on Kofi tightened. We must keep our secret safe, Kofi. No one can ever know. Kofi nodded, trapped in a cycle of guilt and obligation. But whispers spread, fueled by Nanaya's suspicions. Enkay's hiding something. Kofi is not himself. There is darkness in that cottage. The villagers' curiosity turned to concern, and soon the once peaceful village was divided. Dear viewer, if you are still watching this video and you are enjoying the video, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and help me reach 1,000 subscribers. Let's continue with the story. As Enkay's pregnancy advanced, the villagers' suspicions grew. Nanaya, determined to uncover the truth, rallied the community. Enkay's actions are unnatural, Nanaya declared. We must intervene before it is too late. The villagers, once divided, now united against Enkay and Kofi. They organized a meeting demanding answers. Enkay, defiant and desperate, stood before them. You don't understand. Kofi is mine. I have given my life for him. Kofi, torn between loyalty and shame, remained silent. The villagers' outrage boiled over. You have corrupted your grandson, someone shouted. Enkay's facade crumbled. I've done what is best for Kofi. You wouldn't understand. I was the one that brought him up. Where was his father when I was taking care of him? None of you has the right to tell me what to do with him or not. The meeting ended in chaos. Enkay and Kofi were shunned, their cottage vandalized. As Enkay's due date approached, she became increasingly isolated. Kofi, overwhelmed by guilt and fear, struggled to take care of her. One fateful night, Enkay went into labor. Kofi, frantic, sought help from Nanaya. Please, Nanaya, help us. And Enkay's having the baby. Nanaya's expression softened. I'll fetch the midwife. But Kofi, you must face the truth. The midwife arrived, and Enkay gave birth to a baby girl. But the joy of new life was overshadowed by the weight of their sin and their secret. The villagers, informed of the birth, demanded justice. Enkay and Kofi were brought before the village council. Enkay, you have committed incest, the councillor declared. Kofi, you have betrayed our trust. Enkay's eyes pleaded for understanding. We love each other. That's all that matters. The council's verdict was unanimous. Enkay and Kofi were banished from Akwatu. As they departed, the villagers whispered A haunting phrase. The sins of the grandparents shall be visited upon the children. Kofi, holding his daughter, felt the weight of his choices. He vowed to protect her from the darkness that has consumed his family. Ekuya, her grip on Kofi broken, gazed upon her granddaughter. "She's our future," she whispered. But as they vanished into the unknown, the village of Akwatu whispered a final truth. Some secrets, once revealed, can never be hidden. Dear viewer, do you think the villagers banishing Ekuya and Kofi for what they had done was the right thing to do? What do you think could have been done, and how do you think the villagers should have handled the issue? Let me know your views in the comment section. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. See you next time.